What is going on, trainers, and welcome back to another episode of Road to the Best Pokemon Team. This time around, we've made some big changes, as I said in the previous video that we would. We've switched out the Koraidon for the opposite side, the Miraidon. We added Choice Specs, Terra Fairy, then we put Electro Drift, Volt Switch, Dragon Pulse because I would like 100% accuracy, and I also don't want that special attack drop. 2 on the Draco Meteor, then Dazzling Gleam, just so we can hit a bit of spread move and also take advantage of that Terra Fairy. I went for 4 EVs into HP just because. Maxed out special attack and speed, and then I went for Timid just so I am sure, just like the Koraidon, then if I lose a speed tie, or if I lose to speed, it's because of a speed tie. Then we went for Ogerpon Wellspring, once again back on the team, maxed out HP, maxed out attack, and give a little bit into speed, and then Empesh to give it almost the exact same defense as special defense. We went for the Ivy Cudgel, Point Leech, Follow Me, Spike Shield, pretty standard set in my opinion. I'm not really sure what I think about this EV spread, but we'll have to figure it out. Last Pokemon changed here will be Tornadus. I went for Covert Cloak so we can't get faked out. I went for the Prankster ability, obviously most used one. I say 99% uses that. The flying, I think I might switch from flying here into Dark type if I can find where it says Dark there though. Because then I'm immune if I Terra to another Prankster. Then 4 EVs into HP, 76 into defense, 124 into special attack, and then maxed out plus on the speed, and I can see we actually have a little bit left, so we'll just go for a little bit like this. We'll go for this spread for now. If you have any way I could do a different spread, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will make sure to give it a go. All right, so let's head in here to the first match and let's see. All right. First game here is going to be against very interesting team, honestly. Lunala, Shrifty, Groudon, Dondoso, Ogerpon Heartflame. I don't know if this team looks weird. It has Heat Wave on Lunala. Interesting. Some Miraidon, Cheerlead actually sounds pretty good. Let's see what we got. You actually do have Fake Off on that. That's fine. Bless me. Alright. Dondozo, okay. Groudon. Terra Fairy. Or Terra Fire, sorry. I think Ogerpon has to come in here, and then Summer as the last Pokemon would be what I would go for. Alright. So they have the chance of actually fake out in here, and I don't like that. So I'm going to switch in like this. And I'm going to switch to... You know what? I am going to expect the fact that they're not going to fake out into my Miraidons. Oh, my Chi-Yu slot. I think they're going to go for my Miraidon slot. So I'm going to take a chance and not Terrestrialize yet. Hopefully it'll pay off. Tailwind. I just did not check it, did I? I did not check completely. They have a Tailwind on. Alright, this is not great. This is actually pretty bad. The matter of fact is, I am not going to be faster whatsoever regardless. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking doing a little cheeky follow me. And then I'm just going to body press over there. Because I don't think they're actually going to go for another... blades, because they know I have the Y guard on here, so there's no reason to do that, I would say. But let's see if that's the case and that's what they're gonna go for or not. All right, we played this turn 1 really bad. To actually make a switch here, pretty good switch in my opinion, because they pretty much get a free switch. So they do have Heat Wave, which is a little bit annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go Ivy Cudgel, and I'm realistically just gonna Behemoth Bash Shield. So they switch out in for the Oakapon, which is an interesting Meteor Beam. Does a little bit of cheeky damage. Alright, let's see how much damage. It's a little bit, it's not too much. I do expect, honestly, let's just go for a double protect here, and here back in comes Drifty, which I'm not a fan of. Alright. So we know they're gonna go for Tailwind here again, so I'm gonna follow me, and I am gonna go for Behemoth Bash into Lunala. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna expect. It's fine. And Behemoth Bash. This is a good cheeky bit of damage. Alright, let's come in with you here. So my problem here will always be the freaking... Alright, that's fine. The freaking Groudon. Alright, that's pretty solid damage, honestly. So what I can do is I can just go for another Dazzling, and I'll just go for another Wildguard, just in case they hit Heat Wave. Heat Wave? No, they're going for Moongeist Beam, which does hit the KO. So we lose this. We gotta think a little bit better about this, because it looks like they really like this Tailwind with the Shift 3. So I think we counter that with our Tornadus, honestly. Next to Chin-Pao, realistically, to put some pressure on. Let's put some pressure on Chiyu. It's gonna be really, really good here, I think. So what I'm gonna do here is, I am gonna Tailwind. And I'm just gonna protect just in case they do go for Fake Out. I'm not really gonna live with that. Because they could realistically go for Fake Out into Chin-Pao and then Heat Crash. That would be pretty solid work from him. But we want to... So they don't go for that. They just go for Tailwind. They do go for the Heat Crash though. Alright. So I'm going to Bleak Wind here, and I'm going to Ice Spinner. For them, hopefully not going for Terra Fire, because that would be pretty bad. Please don't go Terra Fire. Because Groudon here, if I get Groudon down, I'm in a pretty good spot. Thrifty. Oh yeah, it's faster because of Chlorophyll, yeah. Alright, that's pretty solid damage. That's pretty good damage, I'll take that. So Heat Crash, which for me is fine. Chiyu comes in here. Chiyu should realistically be faster. So I'm just gonna Heat Wave so I can take advantage of that Sun as well. We should theoretically be faster because of Choice Scarf. I know they have Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll's only... It's only 1.5 speed as well, isn't it? Let me check. Oh, it's doubled. We might actually not be faster then. If it's double, we might not even be faster. We're not. It's fine. If we connect, at least connect Bleak Wind. Thank God. Alright, we get rid of them. And now we will be theoretically back into some... So we're going to be faster regardless here. We gotta have to... So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna taunt Oakapon. I'm just gonna Heat Wave, honestly. Yeah, this is what I was thinking, because if I do Bleak Wind... And that's alright, I mean, I'll take it. And then let's see, they probably go for Meteor Beam. Yes, they are. That should KO me. Which it does. Alright. They're probably gonna protect over here Lunala, let's be real. So I am gonna Electro Drift Oakapon, which takes it down. Moongeist. Alright. Realistically, it all comes down to, am I gonna one-hit KO here? I want to one-hit KO, but am I gonna KO? I am. So we go into game 3. That was a tight one. That's a very, very close one, champs. Very close one. A little bit too close to my tasting, honestly. But so Tornadus was a pretty solid lead in my opinion. Next to Chinpow, pretty solid. I do, however, see them bringing in Dondozo for this one. But Dondozo's realistically not going to be able to do too much here against me, I believe. Still going to Tailwind. This time around, I'm actually going to Crunch. Yeah, I'm going to Crunch that Lunala. I'm going to risk it and say they don't fake out me again. I mean, if they do, it's whatever realistically, but it's not really whatever. But you get the gist. Alright, so they double up into that Chinpow slot, don't they? No, they don't. Alright, Heat Wave. So we go down to Sash here. It's not really great now, is it? So I'm gonna Bleak Wind. Realistically, I'm gonna switch into Chi-Yu just because I have a slight feeling they're gonna go for another Heat Wave. Or maybe a switch into Groudon. Yep. And knockoff. That does take my speed off, which is not good. Alright, down to Sash. Great. What do you got here? Got that negative speed. That's not enough though. I'm gonna Bleak Wind. Maybe I'm not even. Maybe I'm gonna Protect and Heat Wave here. Yeah. Alright, great. That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Because now we get rid of Shrifty. And horsepower. That is obviously gonna take the KO, but it's fine. They don't have Protect on the Groudon, which I am really liking. The thing is, if they switch in Lunala now, the problem is Groudon needs to be taken down here. So they're probably, let's be real, they're probably gonna... I'm gonna Bleak Wind and I'm gonna Protect because they're probably gonna switch out Groudon. And I want to keep Chinpow alive to take care of Groudon. Yes, that's exactly what I was expecting here. So I'm gonna... And then we missed the... Oh, we double miss. Are you kidding me? And Heat Wave's gonna take us down. Are you freaking kidding me? Unbelievable. Well, I guess... I guess I have to rely on a... Double Protect. We get a Double Protect. It's not all too bad. Can we take the 1-hit KO on the Oakapon? Not quite. But... This is really, really bad. We're exactly the same speed. So what we can hope for here is the fact that we're faster with... Yes, this is huge. Do we take the KO? This is huge. Oh my god, we get the crit. I don't know if the crit... The problem is now Miraidon is useless. Like, we cannot use Miraidon whatsoever because Groudon is immune to us. Oh, I'm so happy Chinpow won that speed tie. I mean, without the speed tie, we were realistically cooked. And realistically, we need to win. Like, we need to be able to win with the Ice Spinner, which we do. Oh my god, both these games really came to a close, but somehow we clutched up. And We got a little bit lucky with a double protect and a speed tie win for the Chin-Pao over the Miraidon. Oh my god, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Yeah, so happy that happened. Okay, right. All right, here we go. We're going up against here some Tinglu, right? Ice Rider, which has Trick Room, Terra Water, Choice Specs, Miraidon. Same set as ours, besides the Dracomedo. Regular Okapon with Taunt though, interesting. All right. Tinglu is an interesting one here. Rune Nation, Illumise, Overcloaked. So I think leading with Torn here is pretty solid. Next from Miraidon is not even a bad shout. Chiyu is pretty solid as well, I would say. And then Okapon actually could be pretty interesting for this matchup. Could be pretty interesting here. I guess we go straight to the biscuit, don't we? Taunt over there. Taunt, Terra, Dazzling. It's not really ideal now, is it? But no, Taunt and Volt Switch in case. I hope they Terra Fairy. That would be great for us. Honestly, that'd be so great if they Terra Fairy. That'd be great. It'd be great if they Terra, because of the switch out there. All right. And with Okapon. So that is kind of wank. No way they switch out like that. No, I could have gone for Horn Leech into Calyrex. Now they're gonna get Trick Room. Wait, they don't even use Trick Room. That is weird. But it does mean I'm just gonna Dazzling Gleam my way through this, and I'm gonna Horn Leech over there. Realistically, that's our only chance of winning this game now. Because think about it like this: if we win Speed Tie against Miraidon, unless we're faster already, then we KO that. We get a good chunk of damage into Calyrex, and then Horn Leech should be able to finish it off, I would say. And then if we do finish it off, we're gonna be left with Tinglu, which we can take down. I think it's weak to Dazzling as well, isn't it? Yeah, it is, and it's weak to both Grass and Water, so it's kind of useless against us, which means we're probably gonna have Okapon as the last Pokemon, which is kind of scary, but better than Volcarona for sure. Illuminate. Alright, they protect, which is fine. Okay, so we win. It's not a speed tie, I guess. I guess we just are faster. I don't think it's a speed tie. I think we're genuinely faster. Alright, so this Volcarona, that will be the last Pokemon. So I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam here. And I am gonna Horn Leech. So they do Quiver Dance. Okay, perfect. Alright. Alright, so Dazzling Gleam, and then I got a Horn Leech on that. I have to go for Horn Leech on Volcarona, just simply because that thing looks nutty and very dangerous. Very dangerous. So the problem with Volcarona is it's... The problem with Volcarona is the fact that it's really bad. Unless it gets Quiver Dance set up, then it's pretty damn good. Alright, Fury Dance. We got a crit on Volcarona, I can live with that. Snarl. Hmm. Hmm. Problem is the thing is faster than us. That should win us the game, though. They probably expected me to protect an Ogerpon, but we went the opposite way. And then that should take the KO and we take the win. Alright, beautiful. Tornado's lead. Next to Miraidon. Honestly, let's bring in Summer for this one, just to switch things up a little bit, because I have a feeling they're going to try and set up that Trick Room this time around, which they are. So we are going to Bleak win. And we are going to Volt Switch. Because you're going to follow me instead of Trick Room 100%. Yep. I'm going to switch into Summer Center here. Yeah. Alright. You're quick to put that in, weren't you? Let's go for the Calyrex here. Yeah, pretty predictable, but let's see how much damage we do. It's not enough, and then Electro Drift KO us, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Alright. We're in the mud now. Like, we're really, really in the mud. I think we're really in the mud here. I don't know how to deal with this Trick Room. Because we're gonna go into a game... Let's be realistic, we're gonna go in... It's not the KO! Gotta follow me on this one, and I got shit, yeah, we lose because we're slow. And Trick Room. Alright, I gotta think here. How do we get rid of this? How do we make sure we don't turn into... We lead with Chiyu. That's what we do, we lead with Chiyu. Chiyu is a really solid lead, honestly. Yeah, Chiyu gotta be the lead. Oh, crit would have been amazing. We gotta lead here with Chiyu. We gotta hit double spread. Realistically, so we gotta hit Chiyu. Chiyu can one-hit Ogerpon. And then Miraidon. It's a risky business move, but I think it's my only chance of winning this. It's a high-risk, high-reward move. Shinpao and Summer. Because I am gonna Heat Wave, which should realistically one-hit KO Ogerpon. And even if they do terrestrialize, okay, they don't. So you double protect, which is realistically fine. I'm literally going to do the exact same thing once again. The only problem is if they do decide, I'll do this. Just in case they switch out Calyrex for Tinglu. Then I don't miss. You know what, it doesn't even make sense. I'll do this anyway. Alright. Please connect and one hit KO. Fuck, I forgot his sash. I literally forgot his sash. Alright. I don't know what to do. We're gonna lose this game. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know how to deal with... Not bad. I just really don't know how to deal with Trick Room teams. Please let me know if anyone out there has any idea how with this team I can deal with Trick Room, because I'm really struggling with it. Really struggling with it. Like, really struggling. Okay, well, fair dues, well played. That is fair dues. And that is fair dues, well played, not gonna lie. we definitely lost this game. They figured out the Trick Room way was the best way to deal with us. And I'm not sure how to deal with that. Stomping doesn't take the kill. That does take the kill. Yeah. I'm just not sure how to deal with Trick Room with this particular team. Let's see. How do we deal with Trick Room here? I don't know. It's pretty bad. So I assume another Trick Room. Well, it's not really. It's just like a slight Trick Room team. The tone probably is irrelevant. What do they have on? Give life orb on. Okay. Chin Pow lead, not bad. I'll take a Chin Pow lead, I think. And I might even take it next. Wait, which is this next one? Pretty good. And Summer. And follow me. Alright, your turn. Switches into Ensign. Not nice. Don't trigger on me. You do trigger me, you bastard. I'm realistically just gonna double protect. I don't know how to deal with that. Psychic, alright. I'm gonna crunch over there and I'm gonna Ivy Clutch over there. Yeah, that's not really gonna do much, is it? Don't give me a burn, don't give me a burn. Thank you. Just get rid of Choreograph here. My problem is they're probably gonna come in with Calyrex. But I can't just double protect. Trying to get rid of the Trick Room. The Glacial Lands and Flare Blitz. Which means I can crunch and I can White Guard. Never mind. I cannot. But still good damage. That is pretty solid damage, not gonna lie. What do I think they do? I think they protect over there. Which they do, so I need this to take the KO, which it does. Ooh, that's tough. We do have Aqua Jet, that's kind of wank. That's what I was scared of. What do you do? Instead of Trick Room. No, you bastard. You effing bastard. That's what you are. You're an effing bastard, but well played. Gotta applaud a well play there. Gotta applaud for well play. Damn. Yeah, that's gonna lose us the game. So once again, we lose the Trick Room pretty hard. I'm just gonna double up into that Choreograph. I need the Trick Room not to be set up. Because every time we go into Trick Room, we immediately lose. So they do U-turn here. And that's gonna be into Landorus. Interesting choice. I see the vision. But I'm gonna double switch here, right? I think I'm gonna go for double switch, right? Yeah, I'm gonna double switch here. I have a feeling they're gonna tear on you. Yeah, you are. It's not gonna do much damage. Close to none, actually. Ahead. So Behemoth... Actually, you are faster, which could be kind of dangerous, but I'm gonna Behemoth Bash. And you're locked into searching. So if I follow me, you're just gonna give me health. Free health, baby! Do we win speed tie? Do we win speed tie? We do. Does it KO? It does KO and we win. We go into game 3. Alright. Oh, that's kind of not particularly nice. 152. This is... No, it's not gonna work now, is it? Wank. They're gonna switch Urshifu, right? They're not gonna switch Urshifu. It's not even gonna touch me, so I get to do this and I get to do that. I mean, they're gonna get some cheeky good damage off into me, which I'm alright with, realistically. She switches into Farigarath for some weird reason there. That should take the KO, which it does, and then Ivy should take the KO, which it does. Alright, interesting to see what they're gonna switch in. So they're gonna offer Calyrex? Which means I need to go all in on that thing. Like, I need to go all in on that thing. Come on. Come on. Yes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game. And that's how we take the win here in game 3. So overall, positive start for the team. I firmly believe it's an upgrade compared to the previous episode. However, we need a way to be able to deal with Trick Room a little bit better. So if you have any idea of how I can implement this into the team dealing with the Trick Room a little bit better, then please let me know in the comment section below. That would help me out massively. Otherwise, I think there's not really much left to say besides that if you enjoyed today's video, holy shit, that was hard to say, which I assume you did because you're still sitting watching around, then make sure you smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my next video. My name is Miniberg10, and until next time, happy gaming.